Every month I tell myself that I'm not gonna get excited about new watch releases. And then a few brands just go ahead and release something genuinely interesting. And before I know it, I'm zooming into press photos at midnight and reading specs. This month gave us 3 very different stories from 3 very different corners of the watch world. One comes from Timex, a brand most of us know for affordable everyday watches. They're stepping into a more premium space with their Atelier Chronographs. Another from Seiko, a Japanese giant adding GMT flair to its most beloved Presage cocktail time. And the third from Glashütte Original, a German manufacturer quietly redefining mid-tier luxury with its 60s Chronograph annual edition in purple. And honestly, all 3 of them are pointing their brands in a very interesting direction. Let's start with Timex. If someone had told me a few years ago that I'd be talking about luxury-leaning, Swiss-powered Timex chronograph, I probably would have laughed. Timex has always been the honest watch brand, affordable, dependable, and easy to recommend without financial regret. But under the design direction of Giorgio Galli, they have introduced the premium Atelier line. And in their latest release, we have got 2 new chronographs, the automatic M1A Ti and the Quartz M1Q. Instead of overloading the dial with noise, Timex has gone restrained with reverse panda layouts, clean symmetry, and a remarkably balanced design language that doesn't scream for attention. On top of that, the skeletonized case profile adds modern character without turning it into a design experiment. The automatic version uses a Swiss Landeron movement inside a titanium case with a sapphire crystal and exhibition case bag. It looks stunning, but the Australian price tag sits around $3,800. At that level, you are no longer competing with casual watches anymore. You are being compared with established players like Christopher Ward and Longines. The Quartz version houses a Swiss Ronda movement inside a slightly slimmer steel case for roughly around 1,450 Australian dollars. Even though I usually lean more towards mechanical, the Quartz version actually makes more practical sense here. It retains the gorgeous gauge dial, sapphire crystal, and 100 meters of water resistance at a much more digestible price point. Now let's shift gears completely. If Timex is trying to move upmarket, then Seiko is doing what Seiko does best, refining something familiar until it feels new again. Because if you have been around watches for any length of time, you probably had a moment with Presage cocktail time wondering how Seiko manages to make a dial look that good at this price point. The Seiko Presage cocktail time GMT, nicknamed by enthusiasts as the Silver Bullet, is exactly that kind of watch. At its core, you still get that signature Presage cocktail time DNA, glossy dial work, sounder textures, and that almost liquid-like reflection that changes dramatically under different lighting conditions. But now Seiko has layered in something genuinely useful, a GMT complication. And surprisingly, that one addition changes the personality of the watch more than you'd expect. The immediate thought that hits you when you look at it is the Grand Seiko vibes. The layout features applied dolphin hands and rich blue GMT hand pointing to a matching 24-hour scale, while a single gold seconds hand provides a warm contrast against the cool silver dial. Measuring 40.5mm wide and 12.8mm thick, it remains comfortably wearable and slips easily under a cuff. At around 950 Australian dollars, it offers a level of quiet luxury and visual restraint that punches way above its weight. It's arguably the most elegant thing to hit the Presage line in years. Finally, we move to a brand that has never struggled with the luxury conversation. Every year, the Glashütte Original releases an annual edition featuring a signature dial color, and this time they went with a striking shade of purple. It immediately pulls you in if you spend more than a few seconds looking at it. The base starts with a deeply textured vintage-inspired dial surface, created through multiple forming and pressing stages. Then comes a metallic base layer, followed by translucent purple lacquer applied in controlled layers, each one fired to build depth rather than flat color. Calling it just a purple dial feels like an understatement. Inside is the caliber 3934 that features an integrated module, a 21-carat gold rotor weight, and a hand-polished steel swan neck fine adjuster. Viewing it through the sapphire caseback feels like flying business class with 5-star rating. And it's only their entry-level chronograph movement that sits comfortably above what most brands call flagship territory. The polished 42mm case with narrow bezel and 12.4mm thickness wears incredibly well, And then we hit the price. It arrives with a bill for 14,650 Australian dollars. It's an astronomical amount of money, but when you factor in the level of hand finishing and in-house production involved in Glashütte, the value proposition starts to make sense. At the end, we are observing 3 completely different approaches to watchmaking this month. If I had to just pick one to add to my own collection right now, it will be the Seiko Presage Silver Bullet. While the Glashütte is a work of art and the Timex is a fascinating experiment, the Seiko is the watch that gets everything right for the everyday enthusiast. It captures that rare, elusive Grand Seiko aesthetic without requiring a luxury budget. It's an incredibly smart release. But I want to know what you are actually thinking. Does the Silver Bullet hit the mark for you? Or are you tracking Timex's premium evolution? Or the unapologetic artistry of Glashütte living rent-free in your head? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this month's watch breakdown, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to Diaries. I'll see you in the next one.